We're here in the beautiful Utrecht and we meet interesting people at the List Center. Alejandro de la Torre, he's the vice president at pooling.com. How are you doing, Alejandro?
Very good, very good. We just had a very good meetup here in Utrecht List Center. I'd like to thank them for allowing us to present. Yeah, very good, very good.
Yeah, pooling.com is of course a mining pool, and perhaps the whole concept of a mining pool is actually like sort of a service provider for miners, right?
Yes, yes, exactly that. Yeah. So basically, what a mining pool is that it combines all the hash power that is connected to the particular mining pool, and then shoots it to a Bitcoin network, and that increases the chances of the miners to receive the block, block reward. Yeah.
And actually, within quite a short time, you're like one of the largest mining pools around for mining BTC.
Yes. So basically, the team behind pooling.com is the team behind BTC.com. We're all the former core founders there, so we have many years of experience. Yeah, we're number 2 in Bitcoin. We hit number 1 recently, but it was just for a very, very brief moment. And number 1 in Zcash and Litecoin. But for us, it's not very much. I mean, we like to be number 1, of course. I mean, it's always a very nice thing to do. But for us, we focus on bringing the best profitability for our miners, right? We have the best tools, the best services. We have many years of experience. We've pinpointed the issues that miners have had over the years, and we've seen where okay, this is where they need help, and this this needs optimization here. So that's what we do, all right? So and that's what we focus on. We don't really. I mean, it's nice, but we don't really care about the numbers really.
Quite interesting in your presentation. You actually were talking about a shift from actually the mainland China to other parts of the world, and that's a dominant trend in mining.
Yeah. So that's actually a very interesting trend, like you said. Basically, what's happened over the years is that China was very well positioned to I guess the right word is lucky. They built many the Chinese government built many hydroelectric power plants, hoping and planning for big cities to come. Sometimes they came, or sometimes they were created, sometimes they just didn't come. So there was a surplus of energy in the country. So many very smart entrepreneurs, very good guys, very smart guys, they took advantage of this situation and built many mining farms near these hydroelectric power plants that were not being used. So China naturally took a upstart, let's say.
It's regulated, right? I mean, it's not banned, or I mean, it's fully regulated.
Correct. Yeah. So that was how it was. Now it's changed, right? Now it's regulated. So it's not banned, as you say. It's not banned at all. It's regulated. Now you have to regulate it as like a normal company and everything like that, which it wasn't like in the past. But now you do, which is okay. It's fine. But so we've already started to see a shift in mining out of China, because of regulation, but also because I think the Bitcoin network and cryptocurrency is also starting to grow all over the world in terms of people are starting to see that it is really a worthwhile endeavor to mine. And there's also hydroelectric power plants in North America, and there's geothermal in Northern Europe. So a lot of people, a lot of new people are coming into the Bitcoin network and mining.
Yeah, also Venezuela, cheap energy is like nothing actually. Iran is Chinese miners are moving to Iran.
I wouldn't say Chinese miners. I think Iranian miners are mining in Iran, and Venezuelan government is mining in Venezuela. But it's just speculation from me. But
it's profitable. I mean, it's profitable to mine actually Bitcoin again. I mean,
yeah. So it's very profitable, right? So I mean, there's many things you need to consider as a miner, right? Electricity cost of machines, and location to put it. 3 things, straightforward. If you have low electricity costs, if you can source the miners, and if you can throw them on the side there and connect them, you're good to go. So that's how it is. That's how it is. And mining is a business, right? Mining is a business. Miners are in pursuit of profit, right? There's a lot of crazy talk about miners, this, miner, that. Miners are people that are looking that are in business. They buy miner, they have cheap electricity, they set it on, they're making profit.
It's the most industrial part of this whole ecosystem, I think. I mean,
Correct. It is the most business-oriented side of the business the most business-oriented side of this industry in terms of cryptocurrency. I think it's in itself. I think it's the beautiful thing is that it was created to be like that, right? It was created for it to be the most business side of this industry, because if there's a lot of people trying to buy these miners and set up the mining farms, then the network itself actually grows in security and in power, and we continue our decentralization trend. So it was built by design. It's actually the most beautiful. It's working perfectly fine. It's a great thing.
it's hard money, yeah. I mean, what you said in your presentation, hard money. So it takes a lot of energy, literally, to mine Bitcoin. So, and that's, I think, a positive thing.
Well, so it really boils down to what you believe in, right? That's all.
Proof of work.
Yeah, the proof of work system is a consensus system. It relies on energy for it to maintain its security and to maintain the network, so to speak. Long story short, the electricity that's being used to maintain the security of the network, for me and for my peers, we think it's very much necessary, because we believe in crypto. We believe in cryptocurrency as a decentralized money for humanity. And you know, that's what it is. That's ultimately what it is. And this whole entire system of finding the cheapest electricity we've actually seen a very interesting trend in mining, is that miners are actually looking at clean energy sources, hydro, geothermal, wind to a lesser extent, but nuclear. That I guess that's debatable if it's clean or not, but that's a different story. What we've seen is that actually the Bitcoin mining has actually increased the search for clean energy, and I think that eventually the pursuit of profit in the cryptocurrency networking and the cryptocurrency mining infrastructure will actually maybe increase the clean energy usage and clean energy infrastructure around the world. So I think it's a net surplus for everyone.
Two more questions. What do you think will be the effect of the halving next year, April, May? I mean, if you look at the hashing power now, it will be probably April. What will be the effect? I mean, on the miners, on the equipment?
Very interesting question. It's a good question. So basically, the S9s and these generation miners from this generation, we will see. Number one, there's new miners out. Okay, there's new miners out, and they're much stronger than the former generation. So I think a lot of these S9s or a lot of these equipment that are less strong will lose a lot of. We will see them kind of turn off, because it's going to be the block reward will be less. There's so it's gonna be a new world in business, in the mining business. It's stronger miners, and the older miners are gonna be priced out because of the block reward halving. Okay, so like unless, I mean, there's always gonna be a secondary market. There's always gonna be some dudes in Venezuela or Iran or wherever that are gonna be mining it with like 1 cent electricity, and then for them it's still profitable. But the difficulty will increase because of the stronger mining equipment, and because of the lower block reward. Then these old infrastructure are no longer going to be viable, economically viable.
All right. And some say there's a correlation between the increase in hashing power and the increase of BTC price. Do you see like a strong correlation to that, or it's more speculation? Or
That's a question I get a lot. It's hard to say, right? You know, I'm just one simple man here. But the value of the network, well, not the value. I would say the security of the network increases with more hash power that comes into it. And one of the key features of Bitcoin, let's say right now, is the security, right? That you can securely transact without no one doing double spend or attacking the network. So if the increase in hash power increases security, which is kind of one of the key points of Bitcoin, then yeah. But I try not to talk about prices. It's not in my. I don't know. I don't know.
maybe last question about security. I mean, if all Bitcoin is mined, like in 2140 something, or yeah, and then we don't have any rewards. So we only have the transactions fees. To how does that future look like to secure the network? I mean,
Okay, so that's a great question. So the theory, what Satoshi Nakamoto envisioned was that the fees and the fee market will pay for the network, right? So the idea is that there's a big enough amount of usage of Bitcoin or whatever coin it might be, and yeah, I don't know about that. It could be, but the idea is that there's a lot of people using it, so there's a big amount of fees that pay for the network supporting itself, right? To reach that sort of equilibrium, we need Bitcoin to be used more often, I guess, or that second what's the word? That's getting the second development of it being has to be used more or not is something that isn't a big unknown to everyone, I think. But ultimately, the network will pay. The idea is that the network fees will pay for the mining infrastructure in the future when the Bitcoin rewards are gone.
thank you very much, Alejandro, for your time. Go to pooling.com, go to their socials, and thank you very much.